conversation. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? All day, baby, all day. Hey, gun.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, here we go. I got this.
On second down, a run with Breida. And it's a room to maneuver. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
I got this.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though. He did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl. That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game. Showed a great amount of toughness. But they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected. And now he ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected, too. A loss in the Super Bowl.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Watch out. 21.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Wentz going to throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Breida. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run with Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, wahoo! Rush in, rush in, rush in. Begin.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled out that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. But I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Solid. 5-9. Come on now.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and now it's third down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see. Fast. You don't want to.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here we go. 11. Check three. Get hot.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Garoppolo on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Breida, he'll try the right side. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mostert, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right here, right here. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Quarter with the score all time.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Aguilar has it. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Let's go. At the 45-yard line. Here we go. 180.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. I got them.
Now a give to Breida. Bust through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously...
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 19, 49. Hey, we gotta snap it,
On first down, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 5-9.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at times.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about...
Hills hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Line up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And Thomas has it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Going deep here for Stills. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third and long, it's Watson. Steps away and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. A first down carry now for Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And an alley to run.
Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult third down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Watson. And guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. As the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
On play action, now Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. That's it. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Sammy!
Breeze now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yo, 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 yo.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, it's Miller. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and 2, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This one taken from the 7.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards that time for number 19. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Now Breeze. That is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt.